1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of IEM Besties. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Vanessa. And we're here to it up today. Honestly. I feel good. I feel like this coffee is putting in fucking work, you guys. Oh my God. Let's not curse.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how long we can go without cursing.
No, seriously.
Starting now, because you did it already.
Yeah, I feel like this coffee is really putting in work. You guys, it was so cute. Like, I called Steph. I was like, oh my God, I'm at Starbucks. I'm buying you a coffee. And she was like, oh my God, I was just about to call you to buy you Whopper Grill. So we got coffee and food for each other today.
I feel like I've been super in tune with people lately, and I kind of love it. Like, it makes me feel like we're connected.
We're connected. Yeah. We are. I believe that. I believe that 100%.
I wonder how long it takes. Or like what needs to happen to create that connection with another person. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't happen with everybody.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. I think maybe it takes like an act of vulnerability. Like once I feel like you start getting past the superficial stuff, I feel like for sure you start like, I don't know, synchronizing with that person. Yeah. Have our periods synchronized? I don't think so.
I don't think so. When do you normally get it? We're dropping our cycles.
Let me check my flow app real quick. I don't know. I think I get mine like the beginning end into beginning.
Oh, okay. I feel like mine's been moving around a little bit.
Yeah, that's been happening too. Yeah. I used to get it in the end, but it's slowly been moving into like the beginning of the month.
Yeah, I would get it like not super end, but past like the middle. You know what I mean? Like between the 19s. And now I've been getting it like the beginning of the month. Yeah. So I'm confused.
Yeah, same.
I kind of hate it though. Because when it moves around like that, I'm like, yo, I just had it. You know what I mean? And I get really bad periods, to be honest, guys.
Oh, wow.
But I'm working on it because honestly, exercising is like the best for that. I have it for like 2-3 days, maybe.
Oh, nice.
10-10.
If you jealous.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I recommend. I hate being that bitch.
Oh my God, that's all I needed to go to the gym now.
No, yeah, it's honestly like I hate like being that bitch. I go to the gym, but like if you get really bad periods, they do shorten.
You just did something for me.
I flipped the switch.
Yeah, you did. That's it. I'm going to the gym with you after. And like I'm already ready to go.
Yes. Oh my gosh, have you seen the new Adam Sandler movie with his daughters?
Low key, I saw like the first 15 minutes of it and I hated it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is so lame. Like,
no, dude, it's so good. It's hilarious. But there's a scene where the little girl, they're like, oh, have you seen Grown Ups?
Grown Ups?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, anyways, there's a scene where like they cliff dive and the girl, like, she wants to look cool in front of all the like fucking seven. Oh, damn it. Okay. I'm not going to curse after this. In front of like all the 7th graders, and she jumps and dude, her pad falls out and they all see her. Isn't that embarrassing? I would die. And it's just like floating around.
Oh God.
But you know what I liked about the movie? I don't know if it's realistic, but every time they would do something more and more and more and more embarrassing, none of the kids at school would react. Like they'd react in the moment, but I feel like if that happened to me, I would simply switch schools. I would not go back to that school. And like they would do embarrassing ass things and then they would just go back to school and be like, well, you know, that's what happens sometimes. Like, yeah. And I was like, damn, I wish I had that confidence.
Yeah. Maybe I need to give it another try because it just felt like it moved so boringly in the beginning. I was like, oh, okay, they're getting ready. They're like, there's small banter. They're driving to somewhere. I wasn't into it.
How much did you watch of it?
Honestly, I watched like 20 minutes of it, and I was just like, this isn't really.
I feel like I really liked it. I think it was a good because I think they make a lot of boy movies about teenagers, so I feel like it was you know what I mean, like
really, I think they make a lot of girl movies.
Really, like which ones?
I don't know, but I just feel like I can't think of any boy ones.
I think of like Superbad. What was that one with the little kid where they have all the Molly?
Oh yeah, the 3 little boys.
Yeah. They have that one, but I feel like authentically showing girls as preteens. Okay, is kind of hard. Yeah, and I liked how they did it in this one because I'm like, that's pretty realistic to be honest.
Yeah, and honestly, like thinking back on my like experience as like a preteen, there were a lot of embarrassing moments.
Yeah, even within like Friends, it shows like how they would like record each other, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so embarrassing. But I remember doing that like with my friends. Maybe not to that extent because they talk about like queefing and stuff. I didn't learn about that till much later. But
yeah, I didn't learn about queefing until I actually started having sex.
I think me too.
I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
What happened?
I was
down
shocked.
There? You found out when it like happened to you?
Yes. Because I wasn't sexually active until I was 18.
Yeah.
And my friends would talk about sex, but they never ever mentioned to me like queefing.
Yeah.
Maybe they were embarrassed if it did happen to them and they just didn't bring it up. But
yeah.
No one told me anything about queefing or what the fuck it was. And like,
and it was one of those things that when it happened, you were like, this is like, it felt like you were farting, but you're not.
And that's why I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, did I really just fart? Like,
did my pussy just do that?
Like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, well, this is like the most embarrassing shit ever. And it didn't help that the first person that I ever had sex with, when I did queef, it was the most embarrassing long queef of my motherfucking life, dude. When I tell you it was so long, like it just didn't fucking stop. It kept going. And dude, this man had the fucking audacity to grab his phone, because it was like right there on the bed, and try to start recording.
That's how long it was?
That's how long he was literally like laughing, and like, it stopped when he grabbed the phone, but still like his intention was to record because it just was going on, and he thought it would be funny, like a joke, to like get it on video. Like,
that is insane.
Like, that's super immature. It's already super embarrassing for me. Like, why would you fucking do that?
Yeah.
Like, you're a child.
And what was he gonna do? Record your vagina?
I don't know. And what, show his fucking friends? Like,
oh my
that
God.
was mad fucking weird. Like, you're so weird for that. And I think back on that, I'm like, oh, fuck you, dude. Like, you're so fucking annoying for that.
That is so sad.
Oh my God, I cursed, but he deserved it.
Honestly, I feel like the moment we say let's not curse, it's just like nonstop.
We have to. I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, that guy's such an a-hole. Like, literally. And yeah, dude, that's why I left his ass.
Oh my God.
And it's so nice because then after that, the person I did have sex with afterwards was, when it happened, he didn't even acknowledge it. Like, we just kept going, you know, and it was so sweet to not, because I was so like, when it happened again, I was like, fuck, this is embarrassing. Like, he's probably gonna like laugh or something. And like, no, like, he just kept going. Like, we kept doing our thing. And it was sweet because like, even like when it would happen, like, because obviously we had sex for years after that. We were together for a long time. Obviously we were so comfortable, we got to a point where we like chuckle at it or have a little laugh about it, or, you know, like, but it was never like in an embarrassing way where he was like trying to put me on the spot or anything like weird like that. And it's like, that's a difference to me between like someone that's like respectful and like caring and not a fucking idiot.
No, and it just shows like the maturity level. 100%. Like, I hate because you think about how immature boys I guess are, you know what I mean? And then thinking about like sexual experiences with them is kind of like, oh, why did I even do that?
Yeah, and this man was older than me. I was 18, but he was older. Like, not way older, but still older. So it's like, you can't even, you have the excuse of like, oh, like, you're young and dumb. Like, no, bitch, you're grown and like, you're fucking weird for that. And honestly, like, me still salty to this day. Your name is, give me his last name, his address and everything.
Imagine.
No, dude, literally, like, I think about that because it's such a natural part of like a woman's body. Like, queefing is so normal, and literally like, for, I don't know, to just, it's like embarrassing enough, and then to be like,
especially if you don't even know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what makes it worse, that you don't even know, and now this person's laughing at you for it.
And you're like, what the fuck?
You're like, what just happened?
So ladies,
don't be embarrassed.
If that man does something,
oh my God, we're going in strong. Why are we starting off? We were talking about Build-A-Bear.
Oh my God, we were talking about Build-A-Bear because you guys, I think we mentioned in the last pod, we want to get a bear for the office. The
yeah, because
stew.
this one's musty dusty.
And I think I'm gonna go after. And Steph was saying like, oh my God, I feel like you've been spending. Would you say spending a lot of money? Like,
no. I
you're
said
like
that you're
era?
in your shopping spree era.
Dude, literally, I am in my shopping spree era because like, I feel like I've been working a lot more consistently.
Yeah.
And then obviously the working at the casino, like, money is good. I haven't felt like I'm pocket watching myself, and it's such a nice feeling to be able to spend money and not feel like, oh my God, like, I can't because I have to save, or I can't because, you know, like, my bills are paid and I have like money left, and I'm like we're balling over
Love
here.
that.
So I'm like, yeah, I am in my spending money era, because I hate like pocket watching myself. It's so like stressful, and it's so like because like you just want to give, or like give yourself.
I know, you're such a sweetie. Like, you just keep buying like little knickknacks for everyone. It's so cute.
Dude, I'd be at the store like I'm buying stuff for myself, and then I see something I think would be cute for someone. I'm like, oh my God, I'm buying it for them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Were you like that with like your partners?
Yeah, all the time.
Aww.
Were they with me? No.
Typical.
No. But I lived and I learned, you know. I feel like that's a part of, at least it was thinking back on my journey dating wise, like, I feel like it was for sure necessary for me to be with men that didn't reciprocate that, so that I can learn, okay, that's not what I want. Because honestly, never again will I date a man that's like that.
That
Not
like doesn't.
not in the like the materialist thing. Not like, oh, you need to buy shit from me, but it's like, it's not even about buying someone. It's more like, I feel like the thoughtfulness, like knowing someone thinks about you, knowing someone just wants to put a smile on your face.
And honestly, something as simple like you said, like you're at the store
already buying stuff for yourself.
Yeah, not even that. Like you see something, and if something reminds you of another person, like the fact that you even had that thought is so sweet.
Yeah.
But men could never.
Yeah. Sadly, the ones I've dated.
You know what I don't like too? That I hate, like, as we get older, it's not even that like gifts just need to become more extravagant. It's just more of like, I'm a woman now. Like, get me a woman gift. Like, don't get me a freaking, I don't know, like some, I'm sorry. Maybe I sound too vanidosa or too like greedy, but don't give me some fucking jewelry from like Target. Like, bitch, buy me some real jewelry. I'm 27 years old. Like, you can't afford a $300 like bracelet. Like, that's not even that much. You spend more than that on your PS5.
And a bar night out.
Literally.
A bar night out.
Exactly. Like, I hate, because lately I've been noticing a lot of women be like, oh, well, I don't want to be ungrateful for the gift he did get me. But it's like, dude, you're a grown-ass woman. Like, there's no reason you need to be getting those, like, little girl-ass gifts.
Dude, and honestly, like, I resonate so hard with the jewelry thing. It just, for me, myself, like, I literally was talking to my mom about this the other day. I was like, I have a friend who works at a jewelry store, and like, I'm gonna go soon to grab some real jewelry, because I was like, dude, like, it just kind of hit me the other day, like, I don't feel like a child anymore. Like, when I walk into a Forever 21 or Target, I don't resonate anymore with the jewelry there. It's cute, obviously, like, and when you're young, when you're like in a minimum wage job and you're like a child, like, obviously that's what you can afford, and, you know, do what works best for you. But when you're getting older and you're having like a big girl job and everything, like, those things don't resonate with you anymore. Like, I was telling my mom, like, I want to invest more in like my things, you know, like, I want to have nice things, and real jewelry, why not? Like, real jewelry is not even expensive. Like, literally, like I know you said 300, but there's literally necklaces, bracelets, 100.
I'm talking about like anniversary. You know what I mean? Like, you can spend a little bit on,
dude. Like, literally, days. Like, I've seen necklaces for like $100, $120, like $80, like real gold, like 14 karat, like all these carats. And it's like, dude, like, obviously you're gonna invest and make money for what you want. You're gonna save for what you want, you know. And it's like, and that's honestly not a realization I had until very recently. Like, dude, like, I'm tired of spending $30, $20 on fake jewelry, and it adds up over time because they freaking go dirty real fast.
Me wearing fake jewelry right now.
Me, my earrings, literally they go dirty real bad, real fast, and it's like you're constantly spending those $20, $30 as opposed to if you saved those $20, $30 and then bought yourself something nice, you know. And it's like, I 100% agree, but I think it's definitely something that comes like as you grow older, and that's why you're saying, like, dude, we're grown women now. Like, we want, not only do we want these things for ourselves now, but we want to be with partners that are also like elevating their way of thinking.
Exactly.
Did you see that TikTok of that girl, that guy who went up to a couple and was like asking the guy like how much? Yes, he asked the guy like, how much was the ring that you got your wife, and he was like, like $35,000, and then he freaking turns to her and is like, oh, so what do you bring to the table? You know, he did that for you. What are you doing for him? And I love the way he stepped in, and he was like, I think I should answer this question. And he was like, I'm getting a partner, I'm getting a mother of my kids, I'm getting a best friend, a soulmate, like all these things. And like, I love how none of the things he mentioned were like materialistic. It was like, I understand the value of a woman and what she is bringing to me in her essence and her energy, and she doesn't need to do anything physically for me as a man, you know. And I thought that was so hot, the way he defended her, the way he didn't let her put her on the spot and degrade her in that way, because he was trying to kind of run that narrative of like, okay, like, so a little boy, like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything for you if you don't do anything for me. And I think that like, that was genuinely like literally a man right there, like confident in his masculine energy, in his protecting energy, like in his like loving energy towards his wife. And I thought that was like so freaking kind. And I thought it was cute too, how, because the guy was like, yeah, well, you can get that from a woman and not give her like a $35,000 ring. And he was like, well, also depends on your budget. He was like, if you don't have the budget for that, then obviously don't spend $35,000 on a ring. If you're an old broke boy. But literally, he was like, but if you have the money, then do what you want to do.
Oh my gosh.
And I love that. And I was
video.
like, obviously, like that was giving like very much like hater energy. Like,
Yeah.
who cares if this man wants to buy his wife a $35,000 ring? He obviously can fucking afford it.
No, and it just goes to show, like, obviously that person was just talking out of greed. Like, if you feel like a woman needs to give you something for you to even give anything back, like that just shows the kind of man that you personally are.
Exactly. And I feel like sadly that's been like a huge, I don't know if it's because men have been feeling very attacked lately by like women of like men aren't stepping up, men are mature, you know, women now more than ever are not allowing like the bare minimum from men. And I feel like men are getting resentful towards women for not being able to just easily pull women as like back in the day. They've been able to get past with the bare minimum for so long, and now women are elevating their standards. And I feel like men are getting angry, but I feel like they're not even listening to what we're trying to convey. They're just, you know, listening and taking things personal and being like, no, like, fuck you guys. Like, no, like, we're not going to do that. What do you bring for me? Whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't realize that if you actually led and provided, and not just materially, but like emotionally, physically, mentally, like if you led in those aspects and created a safety for your woman, she will be submissive to you, and not submissive in a sense of like, you know, just you boss her around and, you know, she cooks and cleans for you, no, but like in submissive in the way that she will elevate you in a sense and make you feel like you're capable of doing more, you know, and make you and provide to you, you know, rest, safety, and love and comfort, and so many things that you as a man need to like refill your cup so that you can go out there and do what you need to do as a man, not just like materialistically, but, you know, in every area of your life, you know, a woman is there for you, like to be alongside you.
I was watching I watched like a clip of the podcast on TikTok. I don't know what podcast it was, but it was this guy, he was saying how one of his friends, like his girl called him for something and like whatever, one of his friends was like, oh, she calls you for everything, huh? I don't know if you saw that clip.
No.
And the guy was like, yeah, like I want that, like I want to be that person that like she's obviously calling me because she knows that I can help her with this.
Yes.
And he was just saying how like he's like that's literally the person that he wants to be for his like girl. Like he wants her to call him for anything, because that just shows that he's the person that she trusts the most for that. And I thought that was so sweet. I've been seeing so many videos like that of like men just talking so beautifully about their women.
And that
like,
is and that is so real, because like me personally, at least with like my dad, for example, when I used to do, I'm sorry, Hugo, I don't want to like put you on the spot or anything. And it's not his fault, you know, that he doesn't know like quote unquote like manly things. I feel like now more than ever, a lot of men aren't raised being taught like how to do certain things for women, like changing oil, like, you know, you know, little things like that I feel like older generations of men just know how to do
and would just do.
Exactly. And I feel like, you know, I don't want to like over here bash on men, you know, but anyway, every time I remember I would call my dad and be like, Dad, can you do this for me? He would always be like, well, where's Hugo? Why aren't you asking Hugo? Like, and I would be like, oh, like, stop saying that, like, can you do it or not?
Like, I have you, father.
Like, it's like, because it's like embarrassing to like admit to yourself, like, damn, like I am with a man who can't, you know, give me those things that seem so small and mundane that I know I could easily go pay someone to do. But like you said, like that guy said, I want to be that person for her. I want her to know that she can come to me and I could do these things for her. And I feel like all women deserve a man that is like that wants to be, you know, the helper or like the supportive partner and make women's lives easier. And I think that men don't really take into account that when you give that to a woman, she will return that to you tenfold. You know what I mean? Like, and not just in, I feel like what men think about and like this narrative is like, well, does that mean she'll cook for me now? She'll clean for me now? You know, she'll do those things for me now? And it's like, maybe yes, maybe not. That's obviously a conversation you have to have with a partner. If they're willing to do that, awesome. You know, they might be more inclined to do that if you did give them something, and you know, but not just that, but also their energy around you is gonna be just more calmer, like more happier. You know, you guys are the flow of the relationship is gonna be more at ease and more in flow, and like the relationship I feel like is gonna be better for it, you know. And I feel like it's like a lot of like ego into play. Like, no, I don't want to give. I'm not going to get anything in return. But I think that there should be a perspective change. It's like, no, like if I give from a place of love, a place of kindness, I know I'm going to like, I'm not expecting it, but I know it'll come back to me, you know, if that makes sense.
And you know what? I think that something that I really like now with the shift in relationships is that before it was kind of like that. Like it was the man did the man did the man things and the women did the women things. But I think now the difference is that men are learning, I guess, to do it with more kindness.
Yeah.
As opposed to before it was like, oh, did you cook? Like,
yeah, it was like, you have to do it.
Yeah, you have to do it. And now it's like, okay, I'm doing this for you and I'm doing it out of love. And I know that you're going to return it with love as well. And I love that shift that it's like, okay, like, I guess the gender roles, they're still there. Obviously, they're not going to go anywhere. But I think they're treated with like more nurturing than anything. And I love that. Like, I love seeing relationships that are just so loving in both parts where there's, like, obviously, you know, you don't always want to do chores for people, or you don't, you know, not everybody wants to do it at this, like, at the time when it's asked for, but just doing it anyways, that's when it's like, it shows like, oh, you know, he's super tired and he still took my car to get an oil change or whatever. Like, stuff like that is super sweet because then you're like, oh man, like, he did that for me, so how can I repay him that?
And
like,
you feel like you'll actually want to do those things for someone, because like, it's very, I feel like a lot of women, that's why they're starting to be like, no, I don't want to clean. I don't want to cook all the time. I don't want to, because they're not being taken care of. Like, they're not feeling that reciprocation from a man, because for so long it's just been like, well, that's what's expected of you. That's what you have to do. And it's like, no, now women want to feel like they're also being given something, and they're not just giving, getting nothing in return. And I feel like if, you know, like you said, men are stepping up and doing those things for them, then you probably will get those things that you want from women without any kind of like or complaints, you know, anything. Like, it'll just happen naturally, you know. And who knows, like, maybe if men are good with their women, you know, like the relationship is harmonious, maybe even for a man it'll come up naturally for them to even want to help out, you know, like, oh, I love my wife so much, like, she works so hard, or around the house, whatever, like, let me help her. Like, you know, when you're happy, when you're in a good state, when someone asks you to do something and you're in a happy state, you're more inclined to want to do it. Exactly. And it's like, and so it's like, why wouldn't you want to create that like harmonious atmosphere, like, in your relationships? Like,
you know what I've been noticing too? Men are terribly insecure.
Yeah.
I have been noticing that. Like, the other day when we went out for your birthday, I remember this guy came up to me and he was like, oh, like, can I have your number? And I was like, no. And like, I saw his face just like get so fucking bummed. So I literally, like, I grabbed his arm and I was like, you're attractive. I'm just not attracted to you. And literally for the rest of the night, I saw him going up to so many women, like, just like super, super, like, confident in himself. And I was like, it honestly brought me so much joy, because I was like, dude, like, just as I like seeing women like so full, like, like so full of themselves, to be honest, I feel like it's the same for men. Like, I love seeing men be confident in who they are, because I think that when that insecurity kicks in, that's when they feel like a woman. At least that's what I've noticed.
It's a woman's fault or something.
Yeah, like, oh, well, you didn't like me. And it's like, no, I don't think you like you. And now I don't like you. And I've noticed that's like the nice guy, like, oh, I'm super nice. Like, why don't you like me? And it's like, okay, but like, do you even like you? Because the energy I'm getting right now makes me feel like you don't like me.
You're not
like,
confident.
Yeah, you're not confident. You're not showing anything. And I love hyping men up. Like, I feel like that's why I like having like a little flirty personality, because I just love making people feel like good in themselves. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm super attractive, but I feel like regardless, you get like a compliment from someone and it makes you feel like really, really great.
For sure, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I also too, like, when you turn someone down, it's nice to turn them out like in a way that doesn't, like you said, like hurt them in a sense, because it's like, it takes a lot of courage to even go up to someone and put yourself out there in that way, especially in society nowadays where everything is done mostly online, or there's just like a lot of fear of rejection and so many things, like you said, insecurities, like a lot of things come up. It's nice to be rejected like in a way that still lets you kind of hold like your integrity, you know?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I do want to note that while that is amazing, and because I feel like I'm that way too. Like, if I turn someone down, like I'm gonna do like in a respectful way, because I feel like there's no, like, just even you approaching me is like, you know, I'll give you props for that. But I think that men should also not need that from a woman. You know what I mean? Like, men should be able to be rejected from women in a shitty way and not let that get to them, like, you know,
like
not internalize it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not, you know, like really not let that become like a reflection of themselves, you know, because if you know that you're just genuinely like interested in someone and you were just putting yourself out there, you know, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Not everyone's going to like you, and you're not going to like everyone. You know, you can easily flip that script. You know, like you might feel rejected by someone and be like, damn, why didn't they like me or whatever. You can internalize that. But if you think about it, there's women out there that you don't like, that you are not attracted to. So it's like, obviously the same thing goes for you. Not everyone is going to be attracted to you. So why are you going to internalize and beat yourself up over being rejected by someone? Right. Obviously it doesn't feel nice when it's done in a shitty way. But at the end of the day, like, just work on that not like getting to you and like bringing you down and making you like more insecure and like stopping you from putting yourself out there, because you never know, maybe the next person, like you said, he was going up to other people, he will meet someone that will be like a match for him. And imagine if he just like didn't, you know, imagine if he just like was like, oh well, I got turned down, or I'm ugly, I'm this, you know, started like creating this narrative in his head, and not, instead of like being like, okay, that just wasn't it, that one just didn't work out, it's okay, like I'm so cute, whatever, you know, like I'm still this, I'm still that.
And I think it really shows like the true character, like kind of girls, like when guys go up to them and they're not really like being dickheads about it, they're just being nice, and the girl's like, ew, no, like it's like, okay, bitch. And same thing with like a guy, like when a guy reacts like, oh well then fuck you then, it's like, okay, well then I dodge a bullet there, you know, like I feel like it's cool for both, because then you're like, oh, at least
I think it's so, like you said earlier too, I think in the other podcast, like you think it's so hot when you reject the man and they take it so well, and you're like, wait, that was actually really hot, the way that you took that so well. That's also really hot. Like I think that inspires like a lot of like, ooh, like,
wait, come back.
Wait, you literally. Like, I think that's cool too. I think it's cool when a man can handle himself in a respectful way, and like always maintaining that respect for himself and for others. No matter what. I was watching this video the other day that talked about what are the traits of a masculine man, and one of them was never letting people get him out of character. You know, like when someone's getting angry, agitated with you, like you remaining calm with like a straight face, like, but not like making a face, but like, you know, not being fazed by someone's like emotional reaction. That is like a trait of like a masculine man, because you're not letting someone get to you, like, and you're not taking anything personal. You know that their reaction is completely like their own, and it has nothing to do with you. And how when someone is like going like high and like you go low in a sense, like not low where it's like we're being like passive, but like go low in the sense where, you know, like you're really above that and you don't have to get stooped to that level. Like it commands like respect, like from the people around you. Because you're like, oh shit, like, you know, he's remaining like cool, you know, like he's not giving into this shit. And I feel like that's like, I feel like that's really like, oh, like if I were to see that happen, I'd be like, damn, like that's hot. I don't like fighting. Like I don't like,
dude, I hate. I honestly, I'm such a like, I hate violence. So when men fight, I'm just like, dude, oh my God, this is embarrassing.
Same, it throws me off. Like I don't like when men fight. Like I think it's so hot when men can have a conversation and like communicate and like hash shit out, you know, like this will happen, you know, and have like a respectful conversation. I feel or like
not even have a conversation, just have the willpower to ignore whoever's talking shit.
Yeah, if you have to. Like that to me is like takes for me more strength than having to get into it with someone. I feel like it's easy to yell, it's easy to throw punches, but it takes more self restraint to be able to. I just feel
like, what do you gain?
Exactly.
Like literally, what do you gain?
A black eye.
A black eye, ego. Perhaps almost get arrested.
Anger issues, a drink thrown at you.
Yeah, like why?
Kicked out of the club. Now you can't dance with your girl.
Exactly. Now you ruined the whole night.
Now you're going home, you're going to sleep mad.
She's mad because she got all dressed up.
She's not giving you any pussy because of that.
Oh my God. Don't do it.
Don't do it, guys.
You know what I noticed too? I think it's so funny when guys fight at soccer games. Because I'm like, you guys are literally like, yo, you signed up for this. You guys are doing this for fun. And now y'all are throwing hands. Yeah. Like, it's hilarious to me when guys fight at soccer games.
Yeah. They're so performative.
They're like, such drama queens.
Drama. And they say we're the drama.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know though. Bitches be throwing hands.
It's a little entertaining.
I actually hate it. I don't like watching people get hit because I imagine how bad it hurts.
I don't like actually watching them get hit, but I like when they go up to their face and they're like, and
like the referee, the
referee's like, stop, and then all the homies
come
no, come on, bro, come on, you know, like that shit's funny. I'm like, but no, when they actually fight, I'm like, damn. But no, yeah. I want to go to a soccer game.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's go.
Saul doesn't invite us.
Never. Once again, you guys, the Chronicles of Saul
The
not
Chronicles,
inviting us.
yeah. If you guys ever see Saul doing fun stuff, we're not there.
Yeah. You guys should reply to him if you'll see him post something fun and then be like, where's Steph and Vanessa?
No, literally. I do want to say thank you to everyone and their super nice comments in the last podcast. You guys were so sweet.
Supportive.
Melted my heart. Thank you guys. Guys, I ran a 10K this Sunday. It was cool.
I'm surprised.
It's wild to me how many people do that shit for fun.
Yeah.
Like there was like, I think like almost 4,000 people or like 3,000 something like that. There was a lot of people and like it's cute because a lot of people take their dogs and like their kids. A lot of people ran with like a stroller and I was like, yo, I saw this man easily. He was at least like 70 years old. And like, I just like, it was definitely different than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I was expecting really. I've never ran anything in my life. So it was really, really hard.
You're like, I've actually never even ran before.
No, bro, minimal training. But when I was running, I was like, yo, low-key, this is not that bad. But I did hurt my leg a little bit.
Uh-oh.
And I cried between mile 4.5 and 5.5 because I got really, really emotional. But it's cool. Like people have really cute shirts and like motivating. Like one of them had a shirt like, oh, if I faint, please pause my watch. Stuff like that. And it was funny. And then there's people who just go and are like in the middle of the race just hyping you up. Aww. It's cute. It was really, really cute. Hopefully you guys could come to my half marathon because I'm going to run a half marathon, guys.
How long is that?
That's 13 point something miles.
Hell nah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go just hype you up. I'm going to be like that person in the middle.
Yeah, I didn't invite anyone to this race, but my two best friends went and it was cute because one, they drove me, which was nice, and two, I felt like if I like obviously it was the Yosabo, they sponsored me and Caesar, which was super, super nice. Shout out to Jess because she's the one who convinced me. But originally I had just told them like, oh, I want to do the half marathon. Like I saw you guys did like a marathon. Like that's so cool. And they're like, oh, like we'll sponsor you. And I was like, okay, cool. Next thing I know, they signed me up for every goddamn race. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do them all.
Like, I didn't know it was a package deal.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'll do them all. But like, I kept thinking about them during the race. And then like, I just kept thinking of like my friends at the end. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I would have been really sad if I would have gotten to the end and nobody was there. Yeah. Like I didn't invite anyone, but you know what I mean? Like it was so sweet of them to go. So it was cool. I really liked it. I think you would enjoy it if you tried running.
I think I would like to try one. I would be down to try like a 6-mile one, but I would need to condition first.
Yeah. It's hard. Honestly, I think of every physical exercise I've ever done, to me, running is the hardest.
I feel like I can see why.
It's just all mental.
Yeah, and I've done things where I have to push myself mentally to get through. Mm-hmm. And honestly, like it's so amazing when you get to the other side and look back and just see the resilience of your mind. Yes. And how a lot of pain really is mental. And I feel like that's what I love about physical exertion is that it teaches you that if you can get through physically hard shit, you can get through life hard shit. Yeah. Like really just as you can get through physical hard shit and push through with things mentally, that mental resilience I think also will translate into like life hard shit, because in order to be able to get through something, you have to believe that you can do it. And to believe that you can do something, you have to prove it to yourself by doing hard things, actively putting yourself out there. And I feel like that's what races are doing. Like you're literally fighting your mind to get through something and proving to yourself that you can do those things and it will help you.
And you're doing it for you, because there was like a little loop and people started cutting a little bit. And I was like, I'm just gonna like, why am I gonna do this half-ass? If nobody's forcing me to be here,
and you're gonna know that you half-assed it. It's not gonna feel great.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really, really I guess satisfying when you get to the end. I feel like so many people run 10Ks all the time. Yeah. So I think I kept like being like, oh, it's nothing. But then I was like, wait, I have never ran this long and this much distance ever in my life. Like, what am I even? I kept telling myself like that. I was like, what am I doing here? But I was like, I have no idea. Right? I'm just going to do it.
See how like the mind's already like, stop. Like, you know, you're already putting yourself through so much discomfort.
And everyone's going to tell you like, oh, are you sure? Because I didn't really train. But some for some reason in my head, I was like, I can do it. Like, I know I can do it.
Yeah.
I don't like, I mean, I did train a little bit, but I was like, I know I could do it. Like, it's fine. I can do it. I can do it. And everyone was like, are you sure? You haven't really slept, and you know, you've been doing this and that. Like, are you sure you could do it? Are you sure? And I literally was not allowing them for me to be like, oh, I don't know, maybe I won't be able to. Like, the whole time, the whole night before, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be okay. It's okay if I don't sleep that much because I can sleep the next day. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then during the race, like mile 4, that's when I was like, dude, this is hard. Like, this is really, really, really hard. Yeah. But I was like, man, but I'm already past halfway. Like, I can do it. Yeah. And then I got to like mile 5, and then I was like, oh my God, like, I know I should just walk the whole way. And I was like, no, but I only have a mile left. Like, I could do it. And then I got to the end, and I was like, oh, like that wasn't that bad. Yeah. Like, it could have been worse. So 100%. It was really cool. I recommend it if anybody like wants to try it.
Was the scenery nice along the way?
Yeah, it was cool. It was right along the beach. It was in Santa Monica.
Ooh, on the beach?
Mm-hmm. Not on the beach.
Oh, bitch, imagine running on dirt.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
That's what they were saying. They were like, Steph, I feel like you're lying. You're just going to be like super good at running. And I was like, I know, right? I'm going to be running on the beach while you guys are like on the trail and
That's
stuff.
Hilarious.
No, but it was really cool. And the weather was really favoring too. So it was nice.
Imagine if you would have done it like 101 degrees.
I don't think I would have been able to. I feel like I was too dehydrated and malnourished to have been able to do that. But funny. It was raining that day, and then it was like cloudy for the first half, and then the sun came out during the second half, which I was happy about because I love the sun.
Nice.
Yeah. But I also thought it was like annoying, like if I lived there. Yeah. I always think of that. Like, imagine you just want to go on a walk on a Sunday, and there's just this big old event of like people. Actually, the guy who did the fastest time is from the IE.
No way.
Yeah, he's from Rancho. I think it's like the third time he like beats.
What was his time?
I think it was like 33 minutes. Let me see.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that shit was crazy considering I did mine in like an hour and 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Let me see.
Good for him. Shout out to you, dude.
Yeah, let me
Congratulations.
see. Congratulations. Where is it?
While Stephanie is looking for that, you guys, I want to quickly shout out this small business that I got some hydrating whipped organic. Let me get the name. Give me a second. I'm over here also looking it up. It's a whipped shea butter, and they have different clean ingredients. They honestly smell so amazing, and it has only natural organic oils. And honestly, I've been using it for a whole week now, and I freaking love it so much.
What is it? I couldn't find it, guys. Sorry.
A whipped shea butter lotion.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like all organic. All the ingredients, all the oils that they use are like extremely beneficial to your skin. No like added extra ingredients that like all these like lotions at the convenience stores have. Like, yeah, all these things that are actually not good for your skin. Like, they don't have none of that. And I got them at Ontario Mills. That's a little booth like in the middle of like the walkways. And honestly, dude, I just really, really, really loved it. Like, it really put in work. And I just wanted to shout them out just in case if you guys ever found yourself at Ontario Mills and you guys wanted to buy some, try them out. It smells really yummy. And they have different kinds for different things. Like, I got the one for like my acne scarring and like discoloration and things like that. And what I loved about the lotions that you could put them on your face too. It's not just for your body.
Oh, okay.
They're for your face. So, and I love that. Because, you know, I've heard in the past that like face lotion is a scam. Like, when lotions are just for your face, like really body lotion could even go on your skin, like your face, because like it's all the same skin. I don't know if there's too much truth to that, but I like that they confirmed, at least with their lotion, it's good for your face as well. So I love that, because I hate spending $10 on body lotion and then $10 on another face lotion, especially with like some chemicals that are still not that great, but I can't find one that's like completely natural, like awesome for me, you know, and this one was. And shout out to the people that helped me, you know, that the people that were so knowledgeable about their product. They were passionate, and like they're really out there trying to really sell their product because they really believe in it. And I feel like I love that. Like, we're over here spending like upwards of $40-$50, even more, on like all these products, drugstore products at all these big stores that, you know, people are already well off, like they don't need our money anymore. And a lot of the products, sometimes the ingredients are not the best, you know, and this is a small business, and they were really kind, and they're really passionate, and they really helped me a lot.
Do they have like other products?
I saw on their website that they have like sea moss as well, which also is like another really good product for you to. It has like, I think 92 of the minerals that your body needs. So I didn't get sea moss there. I'm not sure if I saw it there. I think they did have other packages of sea moss. I think they might have had like dry sea moss, but I just got the lotion. But honestly, it smells so good, and it feels so soft. Like it literally feels like, you know, that whipped the whipping cream from like the grocery store for it feels like that. Like it feels so soft and buttery and
yummy.
Like, it feels so good, dude.
I'm gonna try it. Lately I've been getting into like a lot of exfoliants and like body lotion.
Dude, you'd love it. You'd love it so much. I even bought my mom one. I was like, girl, like,
where is it? Like, where in Ontario?
In Ontario, Mass. I don't remember exactly, but if you like just walk the Ontario Mills, like you'll eventually see the little booth. Like it's in the center. It's not like a big store.
I hate walking Ontario Mills.
Dude, I love it. One thing about me, girl, I love walking the whole damn mall. Like I love.
I'm a Victoria Gardens kind of.
I'm a shopping addict, dude. I just love going in. Dude, the other day, me and my mom, my sister went, and like they were turning off the lights, and we were like barely walking out. Like we literally were going in and out of the stores. Like we were shopping so fucking much, dude. Like literally, like our hands were like off of the bags. We're like, oh my gosh, it was so much fun, dude.
My mom would love you,
dude. Literally, we all stay doing that all the freaking time. Like we have like shopping addictions, like all of us. Like that's like our dope. That's the way we bond. And honestly, like if you can't beat them, join them. Cause like I already like I gave up the possibility of my mom ever bonding with me in any super deep, like other meaningful ways that I would like. And I'm like, I'm okay with bonding over shopping with her because I am obsessed with shopping. So I just see that now as like my bonding time with her. And I notice that like when we're shopping together, she gets in her zone, you know, and like we're having fun, you know, we're not bickering. We're just like, oh, la, la, do you like this? Do you like that? Like you look so good, you know, complimenting each other and like hyping each other up to buy stuff. You know, like just I love it. I love it so much.
You're better than me. Literally, my mom's like one of my mom's biggest angers and fights with me, I think, is that I won't go to the mall with her. And because my mom, like, if she's having a bad day, she goes to the mall. If she's having a good day, she goes to the mall.
Me.
Like, yeah, no, literally, that's what I'm saying. My mom loves the mall, and I despise it. Like, I hate having to go to the mall. That's why I use all my products, even if I don't like them, because I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going back.
That's hilarious. That's so honey.
I despise it. Like, I'm like, okay, what do I need? I'm going to that store.
Let your mom know. Invite me on her next shopping trip.
No,
I
dude,
will
for
literally.
real. I only go when I'm like, I want you to buy me stuff.
I'll drop a bag.
I don't want to go.
I'll drop a bag with her.
Ooh, no, yeah, dude, it's crazy. But especially Ontario Mills because I don't know. I'm like, it's closed. I need fresh air if I'm taking a walk.
I'll go to Victoria Gardens on specific days, but I do feel like, it's not really my vibe.
Yeah, I just like going because I like taking a walk and like
fresh air.
Yeah, like people watching. But I feel like in Ontario Mills, I'm like, there's so many people, it's closed.
Claustrophobic. I need air.
Yeah, literally. When I was younger and we would go to Ontario Mills, I used to think that like if the mall closed, you'd just get stuck inside.
That's hilarious.
And I would panic when they would turn off all the lights. I'd be like, guys, hurry, we gotta get out of here. I miss when they had GameWorks.
Oh yeah.
That place was fun. That's when I used to like.
I never went there actually.
No, dude, I love arcades.
Yeah, I never went to that one.
Oh my gosh, I went back to the escape room.
I saw.
And I did. It's like a submarine one. That shit was hard.
Yeah.
Like literally, I was like, I wish Vanessa was here. It was so hard. The guy had to literally come in and give us the answer.
Oh fuck.
Not for all of it, but like to get us into the next room. But it was really, really difficult.
That's hilarious.
That's why I go to the mall.
We need to go back.
What was I gonna say? We were also at the Taste Salud party this weekend, guys. It was really fun. Vanessa looked fucking beautiful.
Oh my god, thank you. So did you?
No, literally, your fit was adorable. I was looking at her picture and I was like, oh, you look so chic.
What picture?
We took a picture in the mirror.
Let me see. Yeah, I really like that dress. I got it at Express. That's another thing that I was talking about earlier with my mom. Like we were talking about jewelry, and I was also starting to talk to her about like my clothes.
Mm-hmm. Look at how pretty. Aww. You just look like big money. You know what I mean?
I know. Caesar was like, girl, you look like you just flew in from New York.
That is exactly what I was thinking. She was at New York Fashion Week and just made a pit stop.
Oh my God. Thank you guys. That's really, I was telling my mom, like, I want to also invest in my clothes. I feel like I was obviously, when you're on a budget, you go with what works for you, and you try to make it cute. But I want to invest in clothes that the material is gonna last me longer, and see it as an investment, because obviously, like, a shirt that's $15 no me va a durar as much as like a $50-$40 shirt is gonna like last for me, so it's like, yeah, in that moment it might be cheaper, but in the long run I'm gonna spend more money,
right?
Because no me está durando la ropa. And I was like, that's literally, obviously I know it takes a while for me to get there. Like, I'm finally, I feel like, in a position where I can spend $50 on a shirt and not feel like, oh my god, like, this is like hurting my pocket. It's like, I can't do that, and I'm very like blessed, and I'm so grateful that I feel like I'm finally like in a position like that. And not only like I can buy myself things, but I can buy like my friends and family things, and not feel like, oh fuck, like I would want to buy them this, but I can't because, again, pocket watching myself. Right. And it's such a nice feeling. And it's so nice too, because I get tips. So I have like a lot of cash like in my purse. So like if I'm outside, like I've been seeing like a lot of like people doing fundraisers, or like the other day I saw like a little old man selling like peanuts and like trying to make money like that way, and like little things like that. I have cash most of the time. Like the other day when you give that guy cash after I was driving behind you. We're coming here. I felt so bad because I was like, I ran out of cash. Else I would have given him money too. I was like, damn it, I hate when I don't have cash. But literally, like, even that feels nice to be able to give money to people that are out like hustling to try to like make ends meet, and not feel like, fuck, like I can't give this person like my last $10 because I need it for gas or shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's really, really nice. Like,
but honestly, even just the fact that like you're making money and you're just being so sweet, like still thinking of ways to give is just, I don't know. I think it's really sweet.
Thank you. It feels nice to do it because I hate when I'm not able to. Like it's not a nice feeling, because like I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to not have that. So it's like, if I'm finally in a position where I can, like, I want to give back. Like, I was buying an elote outside of Target the other day, and I was talking to the lady. I've also been trying to be more intentional and having conversations with people that like check me out at the store, or like helping me like pick something, like little things like that. Connect more with like people than just like, hi, bye, whatever. And it's been so nice. And she was telling me how she's only been in the US for like almost a year, and how it's really hard for her. Her family's back in Guatemala, and how she like just gets homesick and all these things. And obviously she was telling me that the business isn't hers, how she has to give most of the money to the people that own it, and how she does get tips, but like people don't really tip, and all these things. And I was just like, oh my God, like, and I had like a bunch of cash, and I was like, here, take it, like it's just, like I said, like I've been there, so like I know that, and it feels really nice when you feel seen by others that help you out. Because I know people have helped me out in the past where I've had to ask people to let me borrow money and things like that, and it's very humbling to have to like do things like that. But it's really nice when you finally like get past that, and you're able to do that for others without them having to like ask you to do that.
No, and it comes back to you. Like, I love when I give and someone's like, que Dios te lo multiplique. I'm like, oh, that is such a nice thing to say. Hazle caso.
Dios, you heard that?
No, it's super sweet. Honestly, I'm like, I need to save money, because I feel like I have a lot of, I want to say dreams, but they're just goals. Like, I have so many goals, and that require me to like start cutting back. Like,
financially,
I'm like, like if I really want to achieve this, I have to put like the brakes on my spending.
More discipline.
Yeah, definitely. I think more discipline, but I just want to, truthfully, I want to go to Antarctica. I'm gonna just say it because
Antarctica.
I want to do it. I want to do it by the time I'm 30.
That's wild. Why Antarctica?
I just think it's one of those places that I really, really would hate to die without seeing.
Don't you have to get like special permission to go?
No, you can get a cruise over there, but it's really expensive. It's like, just for the cruise, I mean, the one I was looking at, because obviously if I go, I want to, go and have a nice, nice experience. Yeah, of course. I think like minimum it was like 18, but the room I was looking for was like 24 grand.
Oh, hey.
Plus all the flights to get to freaking the tip of the earth, like in what is that? Is that country? Argentina.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like it's really, really expensive, and I just really feel like I can achieve it if I really set my mind to it.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been like, right now you're saying like, oh, I'm like, been addicted to shopping. I'm like, me too. I literally wrote it on my vision board. I was like, learn how to thrift. Like, I want to learn how to thrift so bad because I want to up, like you said, like I want to up my style, but I also don't want to spend that much money.
Yes.
And I know there's really cool thrift stores in LA with like really good quality clothes.
Dude, I literally have friends in LA, and I just texted them in a group chat the other day, and I was like, do you guys know of any like thrift stores?
Yes.
Dude, why does this man sent me a whole PDF file of links and store names of thrift stores?
No
because
way.
he's like a thrifting like fanatic. But I'm sorry, guys. He told me to gatekeep.
No, send it to me only.
He said gatekeep it, Vanessa.
Don't.
He was like, remember what happened to soap today when you didn't gatekeep it and you kept talking about it, running your mouth on the podcast, and look, it shut down.
I don't count though. You have to send it to me.
I have to check with him first.
No, send it to me. He doesn't have to know.
I'm playing. Yeah, I'll send it. But literally, it's funny that you say that because I love thrifting. I've
never been
so
thrifting.
Much. Oh my God, we have to go. Yes. I love thrifting, but you just keep in mind, because I know you've told me in the past you hate standing and looking through clothes.
I know.
You have to, babe.
I have mentally prepared myself
and
for it.
Also, you have to go with the vision. Create a Pinterest board, look up inspo, save it to a board so you can have an idea. Because if you go with absolutely no fucking idea, you're going to hate it even more. You're going to get tired of it even more quickly because you're just going to be looking aimlessly. You know what I mean? And when you're looking aimlessly, especially when you already don't like looking through shit, you're not going to like it. So create a Pinterest board, save pictures of inspo of what you want to dress like, and that's where you have specific pieces in mind that you can look for. Okay. Some racks actually are organized and like by vests, skirts, pants, and then it's perfect because one of the things I want to go get is vests, like knitted vests, like gives like very much like rich old money, like you know what I mean. And so So when I go, I'm gonna go straight to like the rack that has vests. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm not gonna be doing, or if I'm in a bin, I'm gonna strictly be looking for vests. So it's gonna be easier to me to look through the clothes. You know. But yeah, dude. So like, let's do it. I have a list. So
I'm down. I'm down to go this week. Like this, your next day off. If
next weekend. Let's go. Yeah. I'll save all my tip money.
Yeah.
Blow it all.
Love.
Redo my wardrobe. I actually like when I moved out of my house last month, I literally gave like most of my clothes away to my neighbor because I was like,
you don't want to carry shit.
Not just that, but I also was like, I'm redoing my whole wardrobe. It was clothes that I really liked. That's really cute too. But I was like, it's not my style no more. Like I don't want this to be my style anymore.
That's how I feel about my closet. Like I look at it and I'm like, I have so much clothes and I like them, but I just don't want to wear it anymore.
Exactly. And that's how I felt about the Tay Salud event when I went and I was looking at all the white clothes because I went to so many stores. And I was like, I don't resonate with this kind of clothes anymore. I can still acknowledge it's cute. Like, don't get me wrong, who doesn't live a white corset? You know, like things like that. But it's not my style that I want to embody anymore. And when I saw this dress on the mannequin at Express, I was like, what the fuck? I've never shopped at Express in my entire life, but I walked in there and I felt like I resonated with the store. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is more like elevated. It's more like the kind of style that I want to embody now. And I loved it because the dress was $88 and I was willing to do it. I was like, bitch, I'm willing. I know I can reuse this dress like another time anyway. But by the love of God, they were having like a sale. It was 50% off. And if you signed up for like the rewards program or whatever, it was another $10 off. So I paid $36 for it.
Love.
I was like, literally came up. Yeah.
No, it was super cute. And it is one of those dresses where like you can just add stuff. Yeah. That it would completely change it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I definitely, my jewelry accessories, I definitely wanted something different. But like I said, I'm going to go to jewelry store soon. I don't want to spend money on my jewelry. So I try to make it work. But
no, you look so good. One thing I hate about Vanessa is no matter how much you beg and beg and beg to send for her to send you what she's wearing, she's never gonna do it. Like you're just gonna have to show up and see.
I was in a rush. I do send you pictures. All right, stop it. You're making me sound like I'm gatekeeping my outfit.
Every time I'm like, what are you gonna wear? I'm gonna wear this shirt and this dress. I'll show you when I'm ready. Never.
No. My bad. I did forget to send you a pic that day, but I was in a rush. I really was in a rush.
That's why when you pulled up, I was like, I had to do a double look. I was like, ¿Quién es esa pinche vieja hermosa que llega?
Mírame perrísima. No, thank you. I wasn't expecting, like, I thought it was a cute dress, but obviously I know it's not everyone's like cup of tea. You know what I mean?
No, it was super cute.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was actually shocked because I was like, are people really gonna wear like true white or are some people
cream
gonna wear
white?
Off white? Yeah, because I already had a dress and then I saw it and I was like, this is way too like tan. So I was like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna go. And honestly, the dress I wore too, I found it by the grace of God because I was same thing. Like I kept seeing white stuff, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna look like a little girl. Like, I don't want to wear that.
That part. I don't want to, I feel like I'm stepping more into like my womanhood. And my mind also, so you know how they say when you're 25, your brain fully develops?
Yeah.
I genuinely remember the day where I felt like a grown woman. Like I no longer felt like a child anymore. Because I remember when we first started the pod, I would say like, I still feel like a fucking kid. I still feel like I think like a kid. I still feel like I act like a kid. I don't feel like this woman, young woman that people say that I am. And sometimes it's hard to embody that when I don't feel that way. And I swear to you, like very few months, like 2-3 months into turning 25, I was like, what the fuck? Like I was like, I don't feel like a kid anymore. I actually feel like a woman that takes control of her life, not afraid to, you know, I'm a whole mother. Like even being a mother was like a big like struggle for me, because being a mother, feeling like a child at the same time is one of the most complicated feelings to deal with. Yeah. Because it doesn't really give you that much confidence to take control of when your child is, you know, going through stuff.
You're and like, I need help too, buddy.
I'm like, I'm faking it right now. Like, I'm fake it till you make it, you know? So to kind of feel that shift happen of like becoming a woman, it was so fucking nice, because not only did I feel like it, but it started translating into every aspect of who I am. The way I dress, the way I speak, the way I carry myself, the relationships I want to have in my life, the friendships I want to have in my life, the way I relate to others, you know. It starts translating, like, and it's honestly, it's been really nice to like,
and it's really cool too, because when you start seeing like younger women, like 20-year-olds, like early 20s, like you see it and you're like, wow, like I actually really don't resonate with these people. Like I want to feel young, but I also like a
different version of
completely young. And I love watching them, because I feel like young women are so much more confident now than I ever was. Yeah. And especially within themselves and their style, or at least that's what I noticed within my cousins, like my younger cousins. I watch them and I'm like, you guys are so sure of yourselves. And I remember being that sure of myself as like a 21-year-old. And now I'm like same thing. I don't remember specifically the moment that I felt like a woman, but I definitely think now that I'm like I talk about myself and I'm like, no, I'm a woman. Like I'm not a little girl. I'm a woman, and I need to start like embodying that and really like letting that flourish, because it's hard. It's hard to transition. Even like as a teenager into your 20s, it's like, oh shit, okay, like I'm an adult now, like whatever. But I think when you hit 25, and I told, because my cousin just turned 25, and I told her, I was like, you're gonna feel.
You're gonna start feeling it.
Yeah, like you definitely feel that shit.
Dude,
like
you
finish
feel
developing.
Like you even get the little ping, like your brain's like, okay, all done now.
Like a little oven,
fully formed. Yeah, here you are. Like it literally felt like that. Like I'm telling you, I remember the time when I felt like, oh shit, I feel like a grown woman. I know that feeling of like feeling like a kid is gone. And not like in a sad way. No. In like a yay way. Like finally I've been waiting to feel I was wondering what everyone was talking about. Literally. And I just think it's funny that it correlated to the scientific aspect of your brain being fully developed at 25. And it's like, okay, perfect. That makes sense, you know.
I wonder when men feel that.
I wonder why they don't ever. I'm playing.
Oh my gosh, dude. Actually, you know what I was that reminded me of? Did you watch that '70s show?
Yeah, but not like not in order.
Yeah, me neither.
I just watched like several episodes.
Dude, okay, so do you know the whole drama that's been happening right now?
About how Ashton and Mila supported, what's the guy's name?
Yes, Daniel Masterson.
He was like, what did he do? He was like abusive, or what did he do?
Okay, so you know how, this is what everyone's saying. You know how it's super, super hard to just get convicted off rape anyways? Like just because, so a lot of people are saying like, he got 30 years.
He got 30 years in prison?
30 years.
Shut the fuck up.
So people are like, a white privileged man who's an actor, you know what I mean? Like to get that much time years? Just goes to show that how
what he really fucking did,
how horrible his action was. So I guess what they're saying is that Ashton and Mila, like they didn't know that the judge was gonna like they thought that it was gonna be private, so they didn't know that their letters were gonna be like shown to the public. And I don't know if you watched their like apology video.
No, what was
it? Dude,
it's
embarrassing.
What they say?
It is so embarrassing. It's short. Let me show it.
I don't want to watch it, to be honest. Could you just give me
No, it's because they were literally like. So first of all, they were taking turns talking, like if they literally planned. Like you're an actor. How the fuck can you not fake this better? Yeah. That's what blows my mind. Yeah. Like you're a whole ass actor, 20 years plus career, and you can't even fake an apology video. Yeah. That's mad insane. And they're just saying like, oh, you know, we were like, we were just showing who we knew at the time. We are not discrediting any of the victims. You know, we've always shown that we've been supportive of victims, and we're going to continue to do that for the future. But, you know, we were just trying to show the kind of person that we knew.
Yeah.
Essentially was what they said. But I was just like, dude, that is insane to me, because I cannot imagine, like, if I knew one of my best friends did that to someone, I would just simply not ever want to speak to them or look them in the face or have anything to do or correlated with them. So now a lot of videos are like surging of like Mila Kunis when she was really young, and like interviews where just like she talks about things that are really, really questionable that could have happened to her. And his ex-girlfriend like posted on her story.
Saw that.
Did you see
to
that?
Mila, I hope you like.
I hope
think
you remember,
about and maybe go to therapy, like all the stuff that you went through
Yes.
as a child, who was like very traumatizing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like mind blown, because there are these, like, Ashton Kutcher has been known for, you know, he supposedly has been helping with like sex trafficking and all that. And now like people, I just feel like when they do shit like that, like it fucks them up completely, because people deep dive into every single detail. And now they're showing that I don't know if he's like a co-owner of the foundation or what, but he was also accused of rape. And just like a bunch of stuff that people are saying, like, this person probably has so much on them that they felt like they had to write that, or else, you know, like shit was going to come to light.
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, whoa, like that's crazy. Because now it's conflicting. Like, do we watch the show? And if you watch the show, are you fucked up? Like,
I have no interest in watching that show.
I honestly never really cared for it
Me
too
either.
much, but I did love like Friends with Benefits, and like I loved Ashton Kutcher.
I love Ashton Kutcher too.
Yeah.
Some of his movies, I never cared for the 70 shows. I honestly would only watch it like when I would go to sleep over at my grandma's house, and
It was just like a nighttime.
Basic cable would come on my night, and like it would just start playing randomly.
Right.
Like I would just like, that's all I had to watch.
Yeah.
So I'd watch it, and like it was like mildly entertaining. But I was never like, oh my god, I love this. I have to start it from
I
start
think
to
it's
finish.
hilarious. I never felt the like urge to, I guess, binge it.
Dude, no, I love the movie Killers with Ashton Kutcher.
And what's her face?
I always forget her name.
I don't remember her name, but you know which movie I watched that she just came out
Is
of?
it Kate? No, not Kate Hudson.
No. I love Kate Hudson though.
I do.
Have you ever seen 27 Dresses?
Yeah.
I had never seen it. It's super
Shut
cute.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I watched it on my Sunday recovery day.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That is like iconic.
I
like,
know,
movie.
and I knew it too. I just had no one had ever put it on for me.
I love when that happens though. When there's like, when you hear about a movie for so long, you just never watch it, and you finally do, and you're like, oh my god, I loved it.
It
I'm glad
was
I
just
watched
as
it.
good as everyone described
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah,
really good.
It was cute. I was mad as hell though.
Why?
Her sister's a bitch, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. You know what though? The actress, she always plays the villain so good, and I hate her. Like, I hate her dumb little face. Oh, because dude, I cannot imagine like my mom dying and this bitch cutting up her dress.
Oof.
I would fuck her up.
Oof,
She's
yeah.
better than me. And I like when she's like, I'm your sister. And she's like, you used to be. Now you're some bitch who cut up my mom's dress. I was like,
Damn.
period, bitch. Fuck her
Period.
up. Oh my God. Oh, that's a good movie though.
Yeah, it is. I have to rewatch it now.
I know. We should have a rom-com day.
I'm waiting. You always say that. We should have this, we should have that. And you never invite me.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry.
You hate that I don't send you pictures. Well, I hate that you never invite me to your house. But
We should do something for. Oh wait, no, you work. Fuck.
when?
I was gonna say this weekend because it's Mexican Independence Day.
Well, I can if it's during the day. I get off work at 10, but I just nap. I nap and I normally wake up like around 1, 2. And then I'm up all day and I don't go to sleep till like 8.
Oh my God. Me
I
tienes
know.
preocupada, bebé. Toma vitaminas.
I know, dude. I really do need to.
Yeah.
I actually really want to quit my job already. I get into it where I'm like, fuck, like the money's good, but is this like a job that I really want to have, you know? Like,
Yeah. I mean, it takes a toll on your body, especially if it's not used to it.
yeah, I genuinely think I'm actually already actively looking for another job.
Mhm.
Especially the pod doing really well. I feel like if I did have just different hours,
Mhm.
I feel like I could focus my energy more on this growing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I do
yeah.
want to do that because I do see that I enjoy it, that I love doing it, and that something is coming out of it, which I think is really amazing. And I never thought I'd have this opportunity. So I'm asking myself, I've always been big, and I've said it in the pod, like, if I'm not happy in a job, I've always been one to be like, fuck the job. Like, I'm going to find another one.
Yeah.
And it's kind of bittersweet because I do love my coworkers at this job. Like, everyone has been so kind, and it's been so fun working there, regardless of how tiring the hours can be. It's been really, really fun. Like,
oh
the
my
experience.
gosh. Your coworker looks like Sam from Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
I was staring at her all night. I was like,
Sam?
Sam, the night. The night you stayed
The
home.
letter? You're like, how are you and Roy? I mean, what is it? Ron. How are you and Ron?
No, dude, she looks so much like her. I was tripping balls.
Dude, yeah, she's cute.
Yeah, they were super nice.
What's it called? But yeah, so I'm thinking about getting a different job. There is a bid for part-time, so I'm thinking about going part-time maybe. That'll be less exhausting on my body, but it just sucks because I wish part-time was 4 days, but it's only 3 days. So I'm like, damn, working 3 days doesn't really sound like,
Like worth it
sustainable,
at that point, yeah.
Especially like, I don't know. So I'm gonna see like what comes.
You know what blows my mind? The amount of jobs that there are in the world.
Yeah, that we have like no clue about.
Fucking idea.
Yeah.
I always think about, whenever I see those like buildings, I'm like, what are people doing there? Like, why is there so many offices?
Yes.
How do they do it? How did this one, like, who runs this?
Literally. I always think it's crazy when I hear stories of people who like fake their fucking resumes.
Oh, I
and
love
pretend like they know how to do a job and they just learn along the way and they just make it. And I'm like, the sheer confidence that you need to just do that. It really goes to show that like really a degree is just a piece of paper. And I'm not knocking people going to school and getting an education. Like obviously like do what you gotta do, but it's just beyond me every time I hear stories like people getting corporate jobs or jobs that you need degrees for, and they like completely just lie on their resume and like really just are able to pretend and like make the person believe that they can do it.
Yeah.
And they get jobs and then they do it. They do learn as they go. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, good for you. Like, honestly, like, good for you. Like, it sounds like it's giving con man. Like, it's giving con women. Good for you.
No, and I hate too. I have some friends that like they're at a job where they're in a position that someone else who has a degree is also in, and they feel intimidated, and I always tell them like, the fuck, if anything they should feel intimidated because you are obviously so good at this job that you are in the same position as someone who
went to school for that.
who went above and beyond, I guess, but like who gives a fuck? Like if you got there however you got there, then you deserve to be there.
As long as you're performing the job and you're doing it.
Oh my god,
that matters.
That shit makes me mad. Shout out to my friend because he works really hard.
It makes me think about the show Suits. Remember I told you how he literally like obviously he doesn't have a degree and like to be a lawyer, but he actually just knows the damn law. Like he has passed the bar a million times. He knows the laws in and out. He is very knowledgeable and he's able to pull it off being a lawyer.
You know what I just found out about that show? That Jessica Pearson's role was written for a white man.
No way. Good
and
for her.
Yeah. And she obviously got the job. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And she's Latina, which I also didn't know.
Oh, what is she like?
I don't know.
That's amazing. Love that for her.
I know. They actually just gave her a show.
Oh, really?
It's called Pearsons, I think. It's.
Oh.
I don't know.
Is it a spinoff?
Yeah, it's a spinoff.
Oh, I'm excited. It's going to be so good. I was so sad when it ended. I love that show so much.
I haven't finished it. Gina
I just started
Torres.
rewatching it again. I'm on like season 1, episode 5.
Okay, when you catch up to mine, we'll watch it together. Where the hell is it? She's Cuban.
Wow. I could see that.
Yeah, it's because I saw her acceptance speech and she was like, oh, like, I never thought I would get this role, let alone like a Latina. Like they would give it to a Latina. And I was like, yes, bitch.
Get it, bitch.
Spanish Heritage Month, ladies and gentlemen.
Coming up, a lot of exciting things, guys.
What are you guys going to give us?
Your favorite Latinas.
Exactly.
We do have a P.O. box, y'all. Don't forget. All right. Well, I think I really, talking about like Latinidad, Yo Sabo the game sent us over these extra packs, their add-ons to their games. And I really want to play.
Let's do it.
Let me give you this one. This one is Noches Embrujados. And that one is, which one?
Sana sana colita de rana. Si no sana hoy, sanará mañana.
Little de Simon.
This one is their frog's ass.
This one is Scary Nights.
Damn it, I can't open it.
Rip it with your teeth.
Oh my God, I need to go to the dentist. There we go.
Fuck, these are hard. Oh my God. I don't even know these.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Okay.
You go first.
Me go first? Okay. These are hard. ¿Cómo se dice blood clot?
Fuck, I don't know.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Coágulo de sangre.
Oh, coágulo.
Yeah.
That I've actually have heard that before, but like once in my life. So.
I know. I felt like I felt like you knew what it was.
Yeah. Maybe if I would have thought about it. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo se dice tombstone? There's
Tumba?
penalty words too, by the way.
Tumba?
That's a penalty word.
What the fuck is a penalty word?
Like something that people think
Oh!
they use, but it's actually not the correct way.
Oh, gotcha. Because tumba, I'm guessing, is like the actual hole.
Yeah.
Okay, what? Say it again.
Tombstone.
Tombstone. Oh, I don't know. What is it?
Lápida. I don't even know that.
Lápida.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, ¿cómo se dice bladder?
Fuck. What the fuck? I don't know.
Vejiga.
Dude, I didn't even know that. What the heck? Vejiga?
Yeah.
Viejiga.
Vejiga.
Vejiga. What the hell?
Vejiga. P-E-J-I.
Tengo la vejiga llena.
Yeah, or like tiene...
Para el coche, mamá.
It's because I was beginning like bladder infections and shit. Oh my God. ¿Cómo se dice constipated?
Constipado?
No. That is actually a penalty word.
I knew it.
I feel like you know it when I tell you, you're going to be like, oh my God.
I don't know.
Estreñido.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Told you.
Damn. Okay. Last one. ¿Cómo se dice pitchfork?
What? I have no idea.
Horquilla.
Oh, hell no. Damn, those are hard.
Dude, these are fucking hard. This is really humbling.
Actually.
Not Hispanic heritage coming up.
No.
This is extremely fucking humbling, honestly.
More.
We're going to play and we're going to do like loser take shots because this is unacceptable. My grandma would be very disappointed.
My grandma's rolling in her grave right now.
Mine is just rolling on earth, but she's really very disappointed.
Okay, ¿cómo se dice crutches?
Crutches?
Muletas.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
We're gonna.
Oh my God.
Play. Give me an easier one.
Please revoke
your Spanish card.
My beaner pass. ¿Cómo se dice haunt?
Haunt? Oh my gosh, I do know this. Asustar?
No.
Fuck, what is it?
Rondar.
Oh my God, yeah, like van a rondar las tierras.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A ver, ¿cómo se dice mischievous?
Mischievous? Vago.
No.
I don't
You
know.
know it.
I know it.
You know it.
Oh fuck.
100%.
Mischievous.
What does mischievous mean?
Like sneaky?
Okay. When you think of sneaky, like a sneaky kid, what would you call them?
Pinche vago. Pinche
No.
niño de la calle, ¿dónde está tu mamá?
Hi, like no seas.
Cabrón.
No.
Oh my God, what is it?
Travieso.
Travieso. I'm all saying slurs. Damn, I need to freshen up.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this game. And honestly, my friends, when I had to give it back, because Bueno uses it, they were mad. Hello. So it's always friggin' scaring us.
Well, besties, on that note, we will leave you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful episode. We had so much fun talking and just
Getting to know each
BSing
other.
and, you know, but definitely subscribe to the Patreon because we're about to hop into that and it gets really juicy over there.
Yeah, we're gonna drop some tea.
We might take some shots and get freaky deaky. You know.
Love you guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Please share with your friends and family.
Yeah. And go on our TikToks and fight with the people that are mean to us.
Please.
And comment what you would like to see for Spanish Heritage Month. We would love to do some fun stuff.
We have some
for you guys.
ideas already, but
Yeah.
obviously we would love to hear from y'all. And yeah.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Thank God I had to.